Hello guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the Rotolight Aeos. As you know, I did a review of the Neo 2 recently, and after playing with the constant lights I decided to look for a more powerful one and see how I incorporate it into my photo shoots. Now in this particular shoot, it's probably recognize it from a Gavin Hoey recent video, and in his case he used strobes or speed lights, and in my case I decided to go all with constant light. So as you will see, there is a Neo 2 on the back and on the top, and then there is a Aeos will be the main light, which is in front of the window. I decided to go constant light because I figured that in a case like this, being able to tell exactly where the light is going to hit on the head, on his back, and then through the window, it just makes it so much easier, so much more efficient to move the lights around and then get the different looks that I want. I can see exactly where the light is hitting the gun and the hat and how it wraps around. I don't have to be guessing and taking shots and looking again and then tweaking. So for a shoot like this, I will definitely keep using constant lights as much as possible. Now the reason I wanted the Aeos is because with the Neos, yes, I could use them in my studio for my style of shooting, but for outdoors I require more power, and from the specs that I've seen, the Neo gives you about 2000 lux at 3 feet, and the Aeos gives you about 5700, so it's a big difference. It's more than twice the power, and as you will see later on when I show you different outdoor photo shoot, it does work out outdoors, and I was pretty happy with the results, but it still doesn't have all the power that I will need for all my outdoor shoots in order to get not having to use my strobes. But for that, probably the Nova Pro 2 will be a much closer fit to my needs, and I'm hoping to get that review unit very soon. But in any case, as you can see in this part of the video, I'm instructing the model where to pose, and since I can see exactly where the light are falling on his head and on the gun, it's very easy for me to tell him when he's not in the correct position, instead of having to take the shot and then look on the screen and see if I can tell where he needs to move. Then by being constant light, I'm able to real time tell him where to go, and it really speeds the workflow for me. So after finishing with that part of the shoot, I decided to try a different setup, which is, as you can see from this bad behind the scenes shot, a couple of strip lights on the side, and then the Aeos at the key light. Sadly, I lost a lot of the footage that I recorded due to a hardware accident, so I apologize for that. That's why you won't see any intro with the Aeos or a closing with it, because I lost all that. In any case, as you can see, the results are really great. One thing that I noticed is after working with the constant lights on the first shoot, moving to one where I didn't have constant lights on the sides, it made it harder, definitely, because the model couldn't move a lot, and then if he moved, I wouldn't know that the lights weren't on the right size of the face that I wanted until I took the shot. I'm sorry. So that's why I think that for a setup like this, having constant lights where you can see all the time where the lights are falling is so good, and it speeds up your workflow so much. And this is definitely what I'm trying to go in the future, keep using constant lights for this style of shooting. So moving on, I decided to try the Aeos outdoors, and I got a model that will pose for some fitness style photo shoot. I figured that testing the Aeos, having more than twice the power of the Neo 2, will be a good fit for outdoor shoots. So I wanted to see how much I could get from it, and a very simple setup with just the Aeos, nothing else, and then just simple stand. So the model is going to be posting for me, and then we'll take some shots, and I'll show you what I was able to do with it. Of course, I wasn't able to do exactly what I would do with a strobe, in the sense that of course something like the Explorer 600 is going to have a lot more power still than the Aeos, but I feel that I was able to get a great results with it, and I didn't have to carry a lot of gear, the softbox and all that. I still get really nice soft results from the light. Do I still need more power? Yes, I do. There's definitely not going to be replacing my strobes, but I still don't think that's the idea. The idea is to give you more flexibility, and as I always say, if you can go with something smaller, then go with that first. If you need more power, then move on the foot chain, if you want to call it like that. So we'll see when I get the Nova Pro 2 how it performs. But from my experience with Aeos, I think the Nova is gonna be really, really interesting as having about twice the power from what I read. So moving on with the shoot, as you can see, I've been having success with the light. It's able to expose the background in a way that is pleasant for me. I tend to underexpose my backgrounds quite a bit for a drama look, so that's why I require strobes usually for outdoor shoots. But for a style like this, when I don't want it to be overly dark, I think it's giving you the correct exposure, the nice balance between the background and the subject. So I'm very happy with the results that I got with it. Still, I decided to send it back because I really want to get the Nova Pro 2 instead. Because I know having it twice the power is gonna make it a better fit for my needs, and I figured why not. I mean, so but in any case, hope you're enjoying the photos and it gives you an idea what to expect from the unit. Handling of the unit, it's very easy for me. I felt that it's light enough and the handles makes it very flexible. You can handhold it with one hand pretty much and shoot. We moved here to a different locations for some extra photos, and I will be showing you some kind of dramatic wide angle shoots with the Sony FE1224 next. It's not normally a lens that I will use for portraits, although I've been incorporating it more now for this dramatic wide angle photo where it kind of draws you in the way it captures all the scene. So I'm adding it more and more into my sessions nowadays. So I hope you like the shoots, and I will let some of the extra photos run, and that'll be it for the video. So overall, I really like the Aeos. I had a great time with it. The only reason I'm sending it back is because I have the two Neos, and I think that the Nova Pro 2 is gonna be a better fit for my particular needs. If you don't need all the extra power that I'm always seem to be needing, then I think the Aeos is a really good light to consider. It's very flexible. Having constant light, if you have an EVF, is fantastic. It's just a perfect match. Again, I'm not getting rid of my strobes, but this is the right way for us mirrorless shooters to be moving to constant light. It should be the future, and hopefully it will continue to evolve. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it. Make any comments, let me know what you want to see next, and subscribe please. I need to get over 1,000 subscribers. Thanks YouTube. Bye.